Hello, thank you for joining me again for Jay's Yoga in Bed. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, always starting with our breathing. Oh, I don't know about you, but I love my electric blanket. Put that on. Breathing nice and deep, deep into our bellies. Letting our hands rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Remembering, of course, to set our intention to do our best yoga practice that we can for today. Being patient with ourselves, patient with our bodies. Remembering they may not move the same every time we do yoga. Leaving behind all the troubles and the worries of the day. Moving to the yogic breath, so first down to our lower lungs and then to our upper lungs. Nice long exhale. And inhaling, bringing that right knee up to the chest, being careful to hold underneath the knee. Continuing with the breathing, and flexing and pointing. And circling to the right. And circling to the left. And then straightening that leg, really letting that hamstring start to open up. And releasing that leg down. And inhaling up, bringing up that left leg. Moving with the breath, flexing and pointing. And moving to the left. And to the right. And then straightening that leg, really letting that hamstring loosen up. Just moving to the point that feels comfortable for you. May not be the same on both legs, and that's perfectly okay. Finding the position that feels comfortable. Walking your hands up if that feels okay. Using a strap if needed. Really letting that hamstring open up. And then letting the leg fall. We're going to put our arms in a T and raise those legs up, pulling our knees to our forehead and letting them fall down, nice and slow, moving with your own breath. And last one. And this time, when we put our legs down, we're just going to leave them here slightly up. And then we're going to twist to one side, looking over the other shoulder. Nice deep breathing. Trying to keep our shoulders on the bed, stacking the knees, stacking the feet if possible. And then inhaling up, tightening those abs, and exhaling down. And moving with the breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And last set. And back to center. Placing our hands on our knees, we're going to circle away, moving with the breath. And changing direction. And releasing, letting those legs go nice and straight for inverted staff. Pulling our feet together for butterfly or cobbler. Remembering to try to straighten those legs and push those knees down if possible. Inhaling back to staff and back to knees to chest. Moving with your own breath, starting with the inhale here. Last set. Placing the feet flat on the bed, crossing that right ankle over that left knee, threading that arm through and gently pulling in just to the point that feels comfortable. You may straighten the leg or bend the leg to the point that feels like the best stretch. You may move the leg to allow that right hip to really release. If you feel up to it, you may release the hands underneath, walk the hands up. It gives a little bit of a different type of stretch, just finding the one that feels comfortable for you for today. And releasing down, changing legs. Pulling that right leg toward you, really letting that left leg release, left hip. I hope you're doing a better job of moving with the breath than I am tonight. I think my not synchronous right now. Trying to be in the moment as much as possible. And releasing, really pulling those legs toward us. We're going to gently rock forward into a seated position. Kind of gently adjust. Rolling our shoulders up and back, up and back, up and back, and one more. And then changing direction, up and forward, up and forward, up and forward, and one more, up and forward. We're going to gently lean on those arms and just stretch over to one side, just allowing, try to keep that shoulder open. Nice deep breathing, trying to keep the hips nice and stable on the bed. And inhaling up and changing sides. You may not like this deep pose, so just doing what feels more comfortable. You may be on your fist, maybe on your hand. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. If you would choose, you may move with the breath, inhaling up and exhaling down, and inhaling up and exhaling down, inhaling up and exhaling down, inhaling up and exhaling down. Try to keep the spine as straight as possible. Like the torso is moving between two boards, just going to the side here. Not really twisting. And then back to center. I'm going to do some twists. I'm going to change which foot is in front. Remembering we may sit in a position that feels most comfortable for us. My little toe is still healing. So we're going to Make sure our shoulders are nice and straight, spine nice and straight. We may choose to do our hand up just to remind us not to pull on this. When we're twisting, we are actually twisting with the torso. So hands up, twisting, heart center over that knee, looking over that shoulder, placing the hand in the position that feels comfortable. Nice deep breathing, looking over that shoulder. And then hands up. Again, twisting with the torso, finding the position of the hands that feels comfortable. And one more breath. And release. Now I'd like to pull those legs out for a seated, just nice, not actually a seated straddle. We're going to keep this one bent and just turning and just walking gently toward. I haven't done this in a while. My back is super stiff. I'm getting stronger because I'm lifting babies, but I haven't been doing my yoga. So just finding the position that feels comfortable for you. You may choose to walk your hands down. Your back may be a little bit more flexible than mine. Just nice deep breathing here. You may choose to use a strap. And then oh, that feels good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Sometimes I get in this position and I don't want to get up. You can actually feel the muscles moving. And then tightening those abs, walking the back up, changing which leg is out, and pulling the other leg in, turning that heart center over that knee, walking down, remembering they may not be the same on both sides, and that's okay. And when tightening those abs, placing our feet in cobbler or butterfly, adjusting to make sure our spine is nice and straight. We're going to do a couple modified cat-cows here. So inhaling, arching with the hips, then the belly, then the chest, then the neck. And then exhaling, arching with the hips and the back, then the chin to chest. really taking a moment to just be grateful for our bodies, grateful for the movement that they offer us, grateful for the healing that they do, grateful for yoga because it is an amazing, amazing thing. And I hope that you all are enjoying these videos. I hope you'll like, subscribe, pass them along, and take care of yourselves. Namaste. And thank you for joining me, by the way.